People wear jackets, but there's so many things about the jacket that you don't know the history about. Let's talk about a few. The ticket pocket. The ticket pocket, why was it there? It was there because people used to use the train and they wanted to keep the tickets over there so they don't have to go looking for it. Nowadays, it's just a fashion statement. Number two, surgeon's cuffs. These cuffs are actually introduced for the military. The military used to have these kind of cuffs whereby they had to work, or even the surgeons, when they had to work, they would just open these buttons, roll up the sleeves and get to work. They don't have to remove jackets. Turn-ups on your trousers, why were they there? They were there because people did not want the trousers to get wet and muddy. So they would just roll them up and then walk over or do their work. But over time, people started keeping them, and now people do it on purpose so that it adds weight, drapes better, and is more formal. Then we come to the single breast where people have two buttons, but the bottom button is left undone. Well, how did this start? King Edward VII used to keep the button open for comfort. So just for comfort, he would keep it open, and next thing you know, his entire coat was started wearing it. But nowadays, tailors say that it's much more better because it gave better comfort, a better fit, and a better understanding of a tailoring tradition. One more thing, the waistcoat. Well, it was called panciotto, introduced by the Italians. Pancho, paunch. They wanted to hide the paunches. They wore waistcoats. They call it panciotto. Now everybody wears it as a three-piece suit. Sometimes you just remove the jacket and you're wearing a panciotto. The buttonhole, how did that come about? That was a functional buttonhole. The lapels were rolled during those times, and the buttonhole would then be taken over to the other side, and there would be a button behind this lapel to close it to keep people warm. Nowadays, it's just a mark of craftsmanship. In fact, for a bespoke jacket, they make it with hand.